Today, Reserve Bank Governor Michelle Bullock once again brought out the bucket of cold water to pour on ideas of a rate cut here. Here's a graph of the rock upon which the RBA is a shag. 80% of the world's central banks are expected to cut rates this year. Australia is in the 20%. But the RBA didn't increase rates as much as most of the other central banks in an effort to prevent unemployment from rising too much, so taking longer to cut is perhaps forgivable. But a graph that Governor Bullock showed with her speech suggested that actually anything could happen. It's called a fan chart, showing the range of RBA forecasts for inflation based on past performance of the RBA. Forecasts go from less than 1% to 4.5%. There is substantial uncertainty, said the Governor, with substantial understatement. Meanwhile, the corporate world is abuzz with this week's acquisition of an Australian data centre business called AirTrunk by the world's largest investment house, Blackstone, for $24 billion. AirTrunk isn't listed, but two other data centre companies, NextDC and Infratel, are on the ASX, and they attracted some spirited buying today. The market as a whole drifted higher, with banks up and energy stocks down because the oil price fell again, along with iron ore and base metals. Commodities are falling across the board at the moment because of weak global demand, which is why 80% of the world's central banks are expected to cut rates this year. The US market fell a bit last night, and Asian markets were also down today, and the Aussie dollar snuck up to 67.2 US cents and was flat or lower against most other currencies. And that's finance.